It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And, of course, James Wiseman. This is first game in his new Dallas Mavericks uniform.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
Pass to Siakam. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving inside. And he banks in the layup. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. The drive by Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Oh, great move by Siakam. That is why they call him Spicy Pete.
To the inside.
Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. How about Zion getting up?
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Back to Holmgren. And that one, good.
A bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all three looks.
Greg, we were just talking about Chet Holmgren, and he's a lot tougher, I think, than his frame might indicate.
Physically and mentally, he does not back down. In fact, he's often the one who initiates contact. You think you're going to bully him, he's going to try to bully you.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Outside Garland. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Dort. Goes up. And then Pippen slams it in.
Dort with great hands there, just looking to pick a pocket or two. And he jumps all over.
And that one is good from Okeke.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Pippen. Takes it out to Siakam. 5 to shoot. Floats it up for Pippen. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the all-around game of Siakam is so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big three of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice start.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And Oklahoma City making a change here. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Giddey goes in. Outside, Dort. Mobley comes with the double team. Holmgren. Good D by Mobley.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Down low. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, I love that. You can kind of pass it anywhere when you're throwing it to Chet. He does the rest.
To the paint. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
The offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Beyond the arc. And Holmgren pulls it down. Oklahoma City trailing. Holmgren the screen. And here is Giddey. Scoreless thus far. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And Giddey with a little giddy up on that pass.
Inside. He draws iron on the dunk. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams throws it down.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Williams for three. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander hits the three-point bomb. Holmgren's got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
Such a unique talent. Holmgren at 7 feet has that touch from the perimeter.
Back to Garland. Another 3 for Dallas.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Holmgren gets the bucket.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Here's Mobley. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Garland picks him up. Here's Pippen. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Thunder lead.
Merciless move by Scotty with the ball, completely unbalancing the defender.
Here's Mobley. And the rejection by Holmgren. Outside Williams. Here's Pippen. Mobley with the block. To the paint. Here's Garland. Kicks it out to Williamson. No good from outside.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Pass to Holmgren. And the Thunder, another three.
And Holmgren is proving to be a very difficult guy to cover, initiating offense at every level right now.
The wide open look here for Garland. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Garland's got 14. Time called here, and the Thunder decide to talk it over.
And how can you not love the game of SGA? I mean, a young guard who continues to get better.
Yeah, Greg, all the reports you get out of OKC is that this kid is a worker, and he has turned himself into an all-star with that kind of work ethic.
Both teams deciding to change it up. 1:32 left to play here in the half. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Holmgren, that's pretty easy for a guy that long to get up and throw it down.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's McCollum. They double-team McCollum. Inside. Prosper. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Giddey. .51 seconds left in the first half of the game. He can't hit that time. Good D by McCollum.
And just so good off the bounce. C.J. McCollum is as frustrating to cover as anyone.
Yeah, but it's also, Greg, one of the players in the league that we appreciate the most because of the footwork, because of the fundamentals, maybe a little bit undersized. He finds ways to get it done with efficiency and effectiveness.
Here's Wiseman. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
First person. And part of the reason they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here in the second.
And the Thunder making a change here.
Still a ton of intrigue around what it is that James Wiseman is going to be in the NBA. It's really about him staying healthy and getting a consistent opportunity to be solid.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Giddey, one of those guys who, when he's on the floor, plays with that kind of joy that Steve Kerr often talks about with Steph Curry. This is a guy who wants to keep improving in any way that he can.
Here's McCollum driving to the basket. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, McCollum.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Zion showing great quickness with not only his feet, but his hands as well, defensively.
From deep, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he comes up with the deuce. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
What a move by Gilgeous-Alexander, using his agility to beat that contact.
Out to the right wing. Williamson with it. Dort covering. Good. He's got 14.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Over in the corner, Dort. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And that's Dort's game. He's outside to knock down some threes.
Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Mobley a screen. Williamson right side. Shot clock at 6. Siakam pulls it in.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Floats it up for Pippen. They swipe it. Fast break, Dallas. Pushing it up. Kicks it out to Williamson. Pass to Okeke. Another 3 for Dallas.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Holmgren. Now here's Pippen. Back to Holmgren. The putback. It's rebounded by Dallas. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
You know, Greg, it's nice to have a big man like Mobley out on the floor with all the things he can do.
And Kevin, you got to love his skill set for a 7-footer. Really diverse in terms of what he brings to the table. And then you hear so much praise for his attitude and his feel for the game. What a valuable player to have on your team.
Outside Garland. Pass to Campbell. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Holmgren the screen. Siakam outside.
2 minutes.
Back to Giddey.
2 minutes.
Down low. And stolen by Williamson. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. 1:44 left to play in the third. Floats it up for Williamson.
Such an important part of Zion's improvement is setting good screens and then being available as a roller.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
So both teams making some changes here. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Heisman up top. Pass to Kleba. 5 on the clock. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Giddey. Outside Williams. Now Giddey. Back to Williams. No good off the back of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Williams with the steal. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
Fantastic execution in transition. The young legs of Giddey are impressive in those situations.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Prosper. And there's the try. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Robinson with it. Back to Giddey. To the inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Mavericks ball.
8 seconds left in the third. There's the screen. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
McCollum with a great job using the screen, deadly either shooting or passing. Just a great job of reading things and action off the pick.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for the Mavericks. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. Back right after this. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Garland. Now that one is his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Now Garland started the game at 6'1", but the way he's playing now, he's got to be feeling 7 feet tall.
Pass to Holmgren. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holmgren's got 23.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance the last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. Yeah, it's so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Mavericks leading by 7. Williamson outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
To the paint. Holmgren gets the bucket. He's got 25.
Taking the bump and finishing some power basketball from Holmgren.
Mobley is screened. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Mavs.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Such an improved part of SGA's game. Love his passing skills.
Here's Garland. And the rejection by Holmgren. Dort wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Garland will bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Williamson. The Thunder pull it in. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Holmgren. An easy 2 points on the layup. Holmgren's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, inside, it's all about Chet Holmgren and that reach, allowing him to get to the basket.
Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Williamson looking it over. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Holmgren, great length. That works for him all over the floor.
And finished off by Siakam.
Massive hoop there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Garland. Pass to Okeke. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
Well, there's no I in team, but there is an I in Zion, and I see him getting it done.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Holmgren the screen. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Holmgren gets the bucket.
You can look at Holmgren's eyes. He's got a cold-blooded stare.
Williamson the screen. To the wing right side. Pass to Campbell. Back to Williamson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson. .106 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Mobley looking it over. Garland with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Another three for Dallas. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And the young fella, the big boy, embracing the moment. That's a great shot from Chet.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Williams.
Oh, yes, sir.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Holmgren hits them both.
Important free throw opportunity here, and this is where a young player like Holmgren has got to show that the work is paying off.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, well, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up.